Hello everyone, and welcome back to Journey Beyond the Abyss. Last time we made the new metals out of minerals. Grabbed them, tore them from their mineral chunks. Now this time we'll start using them. At least hopefully so. But let's start with the mystery we left off last time. Will I be able to connect the pump, or will I need to redo all the piping? Let's see. Garbage snarks. Of course it didn't work. Let's see, can I connect this? No, the other pipe is in the way. So let's start by rearranging all the pipes, I guess. Okay, so the pipes need to lay down, but then again I have the problem to feed the silicone maker, but thankfully it should just fit right in here, and then I just go up and there you go. Careful where the iron pipes are pointing, and then it's basically it. And then I also kind of see that the pump is of course too little. There's a bit of silicone, and when I'm already piping, why not just prevent further OSHA violations with the nitric acid and give the nitric acid its own barrel that it will just be pumped into and that I conveniently then can move. Next up is a misunderstanding, because I'll need to make a silicon nitride, and so I need silicon dust. And the thing is, I can get silicon dust as much as I want from the beryl ore that gives emeralds, but I'll find that out later. And so I set up the machine to make silicon gang, or silicate gang. That's a huge mistake, and later on I'll get silicates that will be useful for other stuff, but yeah. Now to the next machine, the mineral alloyer. It still has a lot of aluminium and a lot of nickel, and it does have some water, and when we look, it made quite a nice amount of nickel aluminium alloy. And I need it for catalysts, and I'll probably need it for gears. Yes, there we are, the gears. They are very important because those gears are used in tier 3 upgrades. So as soon as I get QB, I can immediately switch to tier 3s. Thing is, I need to throw the alloy in a smelter or in a profiling bench to make gears out of it, and I've decided to use the smeltery, which I'm going to do right now. Just place it in bunches of 4, and that gives me a gear. And thinking back to it, I thought, ooh, each 4 of those gives me a whole upgrade, which, of course, ain't true. The thing is, I first want to make 4 gears at a time, but then I think, maybe I should just make 1, or else I'll just might end up with a uneven pour and get a whole bunch of half-filled gear casts. And also, as you can see, the alni takes a freaking long time to melt. So, then there are some new different metals. Well, no, they do stack. They will not be used for quite a while. So, let's go back to the Fox then and see what my copper grinding has brought us? Nothing. Because in between episodes I threw in a whole bunch of sphalerite, which is still processing. And just now it will start giving out copper dust. Yes, this is completely unnecessary. But yeah, there's copper dust in here. And I do not realize that the pipe was not correctly programmed, so it would just stay in there. So back at sea base, I set up a chest to feed the alloyer some graduated cylinders because I'm running low on them, and I start throwing in copper. And there's some nickel in there, and now there's also quite a lot of copper in there. Next up, beryllium and cobalt. Well, let's put in a quick detour to make more speed upgrades. Only to realize that I don't need them because all the machines are speed upgraded. Instead, I go and replace the gas holders in the gas reactor to go back to making methanol, because I do have now a barrel full of nitric acid, and that should last me quite a while. Yes, as you can see, I'm slightly confused, and only then realize that, oh yes, I need to change the recipe, and there we go. Methanol is being made and immediately sucked away. It's more than enough syngas, both raw and refined, and the machines will continue working. I just needed a bit of time to realize that it's very, very slow. And now for the great day. Let's put away the pump and put in the new metals. Shouldn't have put in all of them. I should have just put in one each. But yeah, now we do have beryllium, copper, and cobalt. And that means I can make the next tier of upgrade alloys. And as you can see, that's a speed upgrade. It's still making Alni or Niel. Niel is actually a much better way. And there's 18 more of these. So now I have 22 left over. And as you can see, machine still pretty slow. I do not know if the partial melt would waste minerals if I were to stop in between, so I wait until it's done. And now where's the stuff? Where's the QB? There is the QB. And that means start activate. Yes. Slowly it goes, and as you can see, the leaching has been working away, giving me more minerals that I would then will throw into the chemical extractor and mercilessly extract them. So while this is cooking, let's see. Tier 2 speed upgrades, they need the cube gear. Tier 3 need Niall. Tier 4 need BAM gear. Tier 5 need Banner Steel gear. Told you. Tier 6 need Iridia gear. And Tier 7 needs Tynite gear. And there's nothing more. That's the highest Here it is, but now the path is clear. Just not that easy to make the stuff. Yes, you need a mineral alloy. Aluminum, magnesium, boron, lithium, and silicon for BAM! So, I'm going to need boron and magnesium. Thankfully, I have those in abundance in the old base from when I was digging underground. So, if I look there, there's lots of things. That's titanium. And that's boron. Chuck it into the crusher. Yes. Now, let's make some more boron. And go downstairs, chuck it into this crusher. And it's done. Neat, eh? Now, what more? No, these are all useless stuff. Also useless, also useless. There we go, but that's zirconium. Don't need that right now. But then again, there's this mystery powder. What could it be? The fox doesn't know. I'll still take it. What else do we have? Gold, copper. Oh, don't need the copper. Come on. I need the pink stuff. Come on, fox. In the middle, on top. Yes, that one, because that is magnesium. Yes. So, let's take a few bars of magnesium with me. Hop, hop, and chop, 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 chop. It grinds, and it's done. All of the dusts back home, and then all my new dusts get stored first, and then I just take a few of them because the later alloys just need a tiny little bit of these special metals. So I chuck them in the bin, and they have it. Boron, magnesium, and lithium. Now I'm going to need a bit of silicon to make the BAM metal. And so far we have beautiful 15 things, but that's just 3 gears. I'm going to need 4. So close, yet so far. But there are already 8 gears, so that's 2 tier 3 upgrades. Wonderful. I'm going to first upgrade, of course, the alloy maker, and only after that I'm going to enhance the production of the alloying components. And then is my plan, lastly, to fill out the other machines with the speed upgrades. Also, I took a bit of nickel with me because I will need a ton, literal many tons of the nickel iron alloy for my chip maker, which in the background again has run out of stuff, but I'll not find this out until the end of the episode. So, huge waste of time. The phenakite shards, which give beryllium and silicon dust, it would be much more efficient to make beryllium dust from the better material and just take silicon dust from the beryl ore. But again, this will take like 20 minutes until I realize that, and I will end up with a huge amount of different mineral chunks from the silicate family that I will have to deal with later on. Yes, because silicates, well, they are the most abundant kind of mineral. Most minerals are silicates because silicate is the most abundant rock building material. And silicon, the element, and oxygen are the most abundant elements on planet Earth. Much more than hydrogen, much more than anything else, much more than carbon, much more than nitrogen. It's silicon and it's oxygen. Because they make all the rocks. And the Earth is mainly made out of rocks. Right, and while I was waffling on, we have the 4th cube gear ready. And yeah, they smelt really, really slow. But they smelt. And they make the gears. Now, new project. Quickly go over to the old base. What could I want there? Ooh, it's a brick forge. Yeah, pick it up. Run back to the new base. So, what could I want with the brick forge? Well, easily. I want to make experience points by smithing. The thing that within the episode I didn't find was my old blacksmithing hammer. It is around. I found it after recording. But yeah, the thing is, I want this as an experience farm, fill it with copper and with some fuel, and prepare the ingots just to have one bash with the hammer to make them into rods, so I have experience ready on hand when I want to jump into the abyss, because I do want to jump in the abyss to get my hydrochloric acid. But that gets shelved after a while, and there it is, the first few cube gears. And now I can make the first tier 2 speed upgrade and immediately make the tier 3 speed upgrade. A momentous occasion. The first tier 3 speed upgrade. That really helps. It really, really quickens up how the machine is working. And as I said, the first machine to get it is the mineral lawyer. Take out the new one, the old one, put in the new one, and you can see just, yeah, it's working much faster. And that you have so many resources stocked in there. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. And here you can see, I have now lots of different silicate shards. And they will give me lots and lots of different metals that I'm not really going to need right now. But I'm going to chuck them into the extractor anyway. So now I have beryllium, cobalt, manganese, nickel, sulfur, silicon, and very soon a whole bunch more metals. Going back at it after a while, I see the silicon has emptied out, and there's silicon dust, and great, it's the same thing that I get from the beryl ore. Great. So at least that's one less thing to worry about, as I have it chests full of it. And just to make sure, yes, it's the stuff. It is silicon. Or silicon dust. So, into the mineral alloy it goes. And yes, there's boron, there's beryllium, and now there's silicon. And there's much more QB. And seemingly it's not going anymore. What could be the problem? Oh no, it does have power. And does the fox realize that the water has just run out? Well, no. At least not yet. Let's give him a few more seconds. For I realize, oh yes, there's a bucket, there's a fluid cistern. That fluid cistern is empty. Huh, all those pipes are really empty. And I do have another pump in my inventory, so let's use it. So, pump goes on the edge, the block gets broken, and new pipe gets installed. And from there I pump towards the middle. And that's actually then enough to fulfill all the liquid needs for now. So, now quickly put down the pipes, put in gate for redstone access, turn around all the iron pipes so the flow direction is correct, and put in an iron pipe in the middle just to prevent backflowing issues. And then we're done. Works. Great, even more minerals. Now what do we have? Silicon, thorium, calcium, potassium, sodium and manganese. Wonderful. Lithium, aluminium and silicon. Also quite useless. Silicon, manganese, potassium, aluminium and iron. Just beryllium. That's actually pretty nice. The bentonite. Then what else we have? Manganese, tin, platinum and boron. The platinum is actually quite nice. And huttonite. Van oxide, yes, these are all old things. And so much gang to get rid of. So let's just take some sulfates, chuck them in, and let's see, what do I want? Bentonite, probably, for more beryllium. So, let's see, do I get thing? Yes, no. That's kind of the wrong way. You want bentonite? Yes, that's specific gravity of 0. There it is, the bentonite. And meanwhile, let's chuck in more biberite into the extractor and just crank it up. And what kinds of minerals did I get? Quite a lot. And also 43 QB ingots. Just one more is needed. And it's just finished, so it should suck it out. There it is, 44. That's 11 gears, and that's nearly 3 more tier 2 upgrades. Wonderful, great. I felt really good after that. Not gonna lie, that felt like an achievement. That was really nice, because I could immediately feel the impact of the tier 3 speed upgrades. And so I prepare for more gangs, I prepare for more stuff, and then I looked at the clock and saw, ooh, it's really late, like 2 in the morning. And that was it. And of course, only after finishing the recording, I did a sound check and I found, ugh, sounds awful. Next time, we will use the resources I made. I will make tier 3 speed upgrades, put them in the first machines, free up more tier 1 speed upgrades, and generally prepare for expansion of production. I'm excited, I hope you're excited, and we'll see next time on Journey Beyond the Abyss how this goes on.